Hello, people of the internet. This is Talks Live right now. Hold on. I want to see if y'all can hear me. Alright, y'all can hear me. Yeah, so basically we're going to play Loomian Legacy because there's no one else streaming it right now. Yeah, we're going to try to TP train this, we're gonna try to TP train NC and wait, I put it in the box. That one person is probably me. Definitely. I'm a boar. I have a boar. Oh, two people. Hello to people that are in my stream right now. Yes, kind of TP train. Bad TPs. Oh yeah, this is my friend Toxic Man on Roblox, not in real life. Not IRL, just in Roblox. What he did on the stream. Alright. Is this guy dead? Is this guy serious? This guy can't be serious. No way, I'm not traveling to the lab without fly. Is this man serious right now? What am I doing? What are you doing at the lab? Bro, I still need to pick up my rally limbs, dude. Laboratory. Okay. No. Alright. I want to check my rallied loomians. I want to check my rallied loomians first, and then I'm gonna go there. Haha. Hold on. It's only one. No, there's only one person there.
Winning and losing is measured in milliseconds. Everything counts.
The Alienware Legendary Battle Station.
It's good, but it's combustible. It's good, but it's combustible. I'm live now. Beat that, brother. I'm live now.
Greetings, Boogie fans! Michael here, and it's finally time for another one of my Pokemon playthrough challenges. This time, of Pokemon Heart Gold. I apologize that it's been so long since I posted the last one, but forgive me because these take eons to make. The rules for this challenge will be very similar, and in fact, identical to the rules for my Platinum playthrough challenge. I am not allowed to catch any Pokemon, with catching being defined as throwing a Pokeball at a Pokemon, but other methods of obtaining Pokemon other than out-game trades are still fair game. Therefore, the Pokemon that I obtain via whatever other methods I can find are the only Pokemon I can use for everything. Most playthrough challenges allow the use of extra Pokemon for the sake of progressing with HMs, but not for this one. If the Pokemon I can get in this playthrough can't learn the necessary HMs, it's just not possible to beat the challenge. By the way, if you don't like that this challenge is the same premise as the Platinum one, blame the people who voted in the poll for it. But real quick before we dive in, I'm super excited to tell you guys that I am selling what is probably my coolest merch design ever. This one! I unlocked Champion brand products on Teespring, so you can buy this awesome Galar Champion jersey-inspired design on high-quality Champion brand products. I'm calling this design Champion Time because I'm extremely funny. It is only available for a limited time though, and once the window ends, it will genuinely never come back. So if you want it, you have to get it ASAP. Link is in the description below. I know you're gonna want it, it's a dope design, and the products are super high quality. But now that I've covered the intro stuff, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to turn on notifications. And let's dive in to find out if it's possible to beat Pokemon Heart Gold without catching any Pokemon. The first Pokemon I can of course obtain is my starter. And I narrowed down my choice between Totodile and Cyndaquil because Chikorita's not actually a choice because I am not a masochist. I went with Totodile for two reasons. The first is that in my only two previous Johto playthroughs, I picked Cyndaquil and I wanted to change it up. The second reason is that Feraligatr can learn a lot more HMs. With my no-catching Platinum challenge, I meticulously planned out which Pokemon were necessary for which HMs at which time. But for this playthrough, I didn't do as much planning. I just kind of looked at the Pokemon like, oh, how many HMs can it learn? Several? That should be fine. Nothing of particular interest happened other than the first rival battle, which was just like every other first rival battle, until I reached Violet City, where I can now get 3 Pokemon. Oh yes! You heard me correctly. Without catching any Pokemon, I'm gonna have 4 members of my team before the first gym. In the Violet City Pokemon Center, there's a guy called Primo. He will ask you for 2 phrases to describe him using the Easy Chat system, and if you input correct phrases, he can give you rewards. Most of the rewards are PC box wallpapers, but he can also give you 3 eggs that will hatch into a Mareep, a Slugma, and a Wooper. I didn't have to throw a Pokeball at these Pokemon to get them, so they're fair game. The phrases necessary to get specific awards are different for every save file, so I input my game's info into this wonderfully Wooper Man, because that pun is also hilarious, and I named Slugma Fast. Because in the moment I hoped that naming it that would impart that attribute onto it. Spoiler alert, it did not. I then grinded up Mareep and Slugma, but not
How
Wooper.
dare angry.
Immediately after beating the gym, I am given my 5th Pokemon, the Togepi egg. I head south toward Azalea Town, and Togepi hatches quickly along the way thanks to Slugma's magma armor speeding up the process. I named it Noki because I guess the pasta kind of looks like eggs, but I didn't grind up the Togepi and actually just continued onward. While Togekiss was extremely useful to me toward the end of my Platinum Challenge, in Heart Gold, I can't turn it into a Togekiss until after I get the National Pokedex, which is just too late because Togetic really sucks. Besides, I can afford to not use it because I have more than 1 better flying-type Pokemon options coming later in the playthrough. William evolved into Flaffy soon after hatching Togepi, and soon after I arrive in Azalea Town. I then dispatch Proton in the Slowpoke well with relative ease, then take on Bugsy, intending to use my Slugma to wipe the floor with it. This turned out to be a more interesting battle than I was expecting. First off, he led with Scyther, which I was not expecting. He went for Leer while I went for a 4-time super effective Rock Throw, which disturbingly did less than half. Thanks to Leer, its next quick attack did more than half of my health, but Ember didn't KO it back, meaning it would KO me on the next move. However, my Ember was super clutch and burned it, meaning I survived the next quick attack and was able to finish it off with my next Ember. His Metapod and Kakuna were then trivially easy, and I won just Slugma. Next was my rival battle with Filbert. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to mention that I named him that. It just popped into my head. That's the case for a lot of the names in this playthrough. Flaffy took out Ghastly, but took some curse damage in the process. Totodile easily took out Zubat. Then Slugma took out Bayleaf, but took several turns to do so because this stupid thing kept spamming Synthesis, and my Embers kept getting just shy of KOing it. Next was Ilex
dude, I don't have that much
and sadly I had to teach Totodile
I only have 1. I gave the other one
member
to
of
my
my
friend.
party that could learn it. I arrive in Goldenrod, and Reptar evolves into Croconaw during the course of battling the surrounding trainers. Then, after a bit of confusion as to where exactly he was, I found the man who gives me Kenya the Spearow, which I am supposed to deliver to his friend. I commit Grand Theft Spearow and claim Kenya as my own.
Thank you,
It's a great Pokemon to have, which I know from experience using Kenya in my Silver playthrough, since it gains boosted experience points. But now my next mission is Miltank. What is probably the hardest gym battle in all of Pokemon, especially if you don't have access to a fighting type like I don't. Miltank's moveset is already extremely rude. 2 of its moves can prevent you from moving, one of them allows it to heal after she's run out of potions, and the 4th is Rollout, which can get disgustingly strong. In addition to that, Miltank has a base stat total of 490, which is disgustingly high, especially
I'm gonna start
early in
streaming
the
on
game.
Mondays
In order to beat her, I have to
Tuesdays
basically
and,
overlevel my Pokemon
Thursdays,
because, like I
and
said, I
sometimes
don't have
Fridays.
access to a fighting type. I can't do the in-game trade for Machop because I can't go catch a Drowsy. This is going to be a terrifying battle, and I grinded up a lot in order to beat it. After my training, I take her on. Clefairy took a few Ice Fangs to KO, but overall I took it out with relative ease. Then she sends in the cursed Miltank, and I bring in Flaffy, knowing that to beat it, I have to paralyze it. If I don't make the Miltank slower, it outspeeds my entire team. And that is something I cannot deal with, because otherwise Stomp flinches will ruin my day. Additionally, paralysis making it occasionally not able to move is is super helpful, not
Oh,
just
yeah, make
because
sure to
it's
go
nice for
subscribe
it
to
to not
Roxa.
move, but also because it can interrupt rollout. Miltank immediately uses a tract, but thankfully my Thunder Wave gets through. Unfortunately, it immediately gets rid of the paralysis thanks to its stupid Lumberry. Which, might I say, seems like an unfairly excellent berry to have this early in the game. The Pokemon's not even level 20 and it has a Lumberry? I'm then immobilized by Love, then flinch from Stomp. I'm forced to heal back up and take some damage on that turn, but then its next Stomp crits and KOs Flaffy. William got in one final punch though, paralyzing the Miltank with static right before he fainted. Salute to you, William. What an incredibly clutch accomplishment of your mission. I then bring in Croconaw, hoping to flinch Miltank a lot with Bite. It does way too little damage though, as does Water Gun, and then I get attracted. I switch into Kenya, which is risky because of rollout,
Nice,
but I need it in there for two reasons. The first is that Kenya cannot be attracted since it's female, and the second reason is that I cannot whittle down this Miltank. Whittling it down bit by bit just means it's gonna heal with Milk Drink or potions. I have to get big hits on it, and since none of my Pokemon are strong enough to do so, I have to find another way. And that other way is Kenya's Leer. Kenya takes a big hit upon switching in, but thanks to full paralysis on the following turn, Kenya lands 2 Leers rather than just 1. I then bring in Reptar, and over the course of the next 8 turns, incredibly Miltank only gets to attack me once. I flinch it, I don't, and it attacks. She heals it, I flinch it again, she heals it, I flinch it, I kill it, I win. I cannot tell you how incredibly satisfying it was to give Whitney a taste of her own immobilization medicine. Like, I've never had that insane luck with flinches before, and it was against the worst person in Pokemon, so it was great. After the whiny, crying baby child, who should never have been given any position of responsibility, has to be reminded to give me the badge, I grab the watering can and KO the Sudowoodo. I then meet Bill in the Equity Pokemon Center, then immediately head back to Goldenrod for 2 reasons. The first is that I forgot to get my bike. Oops. And the second is that now Bill will give me my next team member, an Eevee. I named it Riser as a reference to my intended evolution, Espeon. I came to this decision via a process of elimination. First, no Leafeon or Glaceon because there's no Moss Rock or Icy Rock in all of Kanto or Johto. The evolution is impossible. Secondly, I got rid of the original 3 Evolutions because I already have their typings with other members of my team. So the decision came down to either Espeon or Umbreon. While Umbreon is helpful against Morty and Will, Espeon is helpful against a lot more. Also Morty because all his Pokemon are poison types, then against Chuck, then against Bruno in the league, and also against all of the poison types that Team Rocket has throughout the entire playthrough, of which there are a lot. Espeon is my decision, and the name Riser references the rising sun. Unfortunately, evolving it is not fun. Freaking friendship evolutions. Why is friendship so hard?
I felt
Leveling
that.
a Pokemon up is a great way to increase friendship, but unfortunately, I can't level up this Eevee too much. Espeon learns Confusion at level 15, and Eevee does not. So I have to evolve it before level 15, because otherwise Espeon won't learn a Psychic type move until like level 36, and that's just not gonna fly. So how did I increase its friendship without leveling it up too much? Simple. I gave it a ton of haircuts. I get it a haircut from one of the haircut bros in the Goldenrod Underground, save and quit my game, move the game's clock forward a day, then get another haircut. I repeated this until the friendship lady told me it was high enough, then gave it a couple levels, and thankfully it worked. And I now have an Espeon, which by some miracle is not bald. Hard to believe it still has hair after the 15 haircuts I gave it. Oh, by the way, at some point during this process, Kenya evolved into Fearow. It only had to grow 1 level to do so there you go. After catching Riser up to the rest of the team, I took on my rival in the Burned Tower. Espeon easily dispatched his Ghastly and Zubat, but Bayleaf took even longer than last time to defeat due to Slugma not hitting hard enough and it spamming Synthesis to a disgusting degree. It took burning it and Slugma getting poison to finally end my suffering. He then brought in Magnemite, which Slugma lost to because it hurt itself in its confusion 3 consecutive times. Slugma, dude, WTF? How did you lose to a steel type that's a lower level than you? You know what? No, I take it back. The confusion hacks, that was unfair. There's no way you're gonna continue to lose to Pokemon you're strong against that are lower level than you, right? Right? Espeon thankfully took care of the Magnemite without much issue right afterward. So after that battle of dominating my rival, mostly, I was feeling pretty confident with Espeon. I'm thinking I'm just gonna bust into Morty's gym, outspeed an Oko, all the poison ghosts in there using my base 130 special attack stat, and it's gonna be great. I underestimated him. While I did exactly that to his ghastly and first Haunter, his Gengar was faster than I anticipated. It outsped and Oko to Espeon easily with a Shadow Ball. I brought in Croconaut to try to use Bite to my advantage, but Gengar nearly Oko'd it, and Bite did only about a third. I switched in Kenya to absorb a Shadow Ball, hoping to do big damage with neutral Aerial Ace.
Oh wow,
Gengar then trapped me with Mean Look, then put me to sleep. I healed the sleep away because I thought it had Dream Eater and was afraid of that, but then Gengar used Sucker Punch, which of course failed. It put me back to sleep, then Sucker Punched me successfully while I was mashing Aerial Ace trying to wake up. And that's when it clicked. I have seen his Gengar use Shadow Ball, Hypnosis, Mean Look, and Sucker Punch. That means if I don't go for an attack, this Gengar literally cannot hurt my Fearow. So while asleep, instead of mashing Aerial Ace, I mashed Leer. Within just 3 turns due to Sucker Punch's low PP, Gengar was out of ways to hurt Kenya. KOing it took a while due to it putting me to sleep over and over again, but eventually after landing 2 Leers, Kenya woke up and finished off Gengar with an Aerial Ace. Who would have thought that Leer would save me in 2 gym battles in a row? His second Haunter took a bit to KO due to Curse forcing me to switch to Flappy, which then got trapped and KO'd. But Fearow was able to come back in and clean up. Morty was done. Now that I've beaten Morty, I teach Croconaw Surf by getting the HM from Dance Studio. It's not the ideal move since it's a physical attacker, but still quite good in the meantime. I make my way to Olivine, fight through the lighthouse, and receive Jasmine's request for medicine. I surf to Cianwood and almost immediately take on Chuck at the gym. I Aerial Ace with Fearow, which does big damage on Primeape, but doesn't Oko. It goes for Double Team, which I don't care about since Aerial Ace can't miss. Him healing up and 2 Aerial Aces later, Primeape is down. Next is Poliwrath. Turn 1 it goes for Focus Punch, which I stop with Aerial Ace. Turn 2 I Aerial Ace again, and it misses a Hypnosis. Turn 3, it's over. This was probably the easiest gym battle I've had so far. I didn't take a single hit. Afterward, Chuck's wife gives me Fly, which I immediately teach to Fearow. I then find a man who wants me to borrow.
Heck yeah.
Guys, big secret super announcement. I'm gonna be doing a charity live stream on April 7th.
Why is everyone doing this?
COVID-19 fundraiser. I'll be streaming all day.
Oh,
or at least
fundraiser.
as long as it can last, playing Animal Crossing, drawing.
I wish I could join, but I'm like 12 years old.
Just a bunch of fun stuff. I haven't done a charity live stream before, but with you guys' help, I'd really like to try and raise $30,000 together. It's a big amount, but I think we can do it, and it's for a really good cause. I'm giving away a Blue Yeti microphone, an Intuos drawing tablet, as well as a big old Cintiq Pro 16. Plus, if we reach the goal amount, I have a pretty big secret I'm willing to reveal on stream, but only if we reach it. Again, this stream is starting April 7th at 12 o'clock Pacific time, and I'm hoping to go all day, so come swing by, hang out, and donate if you can. It's a really important event, and with everyone's contributions, we'll be helping out a lot of organizations that are trying their best to stop coronavirus. Hope to see you there.
What's going on, Minecraft fans? My name's Luke the Notable,
And I'm the Taurus.
and in this video, we're going to be surviving 100
days in Minecraft.
Together. I've never really played Minecraft before.
But I guarantee you by the end of these 100 days, she'll have killed the Ender Dragon.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be quite a long journey to get there though. So let's just get in to day number 1. So here we are, day number 1, loading into a random Minecraft world. Oh, and there's the tours. I'm so excited. We gotta get to work quick though, night's coming fast, and we don't want to end up dead on day 1. You know, it wasn't a bad spawn point. We were right next to the ocean, which is always nice.
We decided to skip the dirt shack phase and went straight to wood.
With 2 people, construction was a little bit easier, and we made a pretty big house for day 1. And by the nighttime, I even found some of my favorite flowers. We did pretty good for day 1. Stone tools and a house that isn't made out of dirt.
I guess there's nothing to do but stand here and wait till morning.
Day 2, I started construction on a mine shack. It's not much, but this is Minecraft. You gotta mine.
And I spent the day collecting flowers and then getting completely lost. While trying to use the coordinate system, I fell in a hole. I really don't need this right now. It's so dark.
She made it back home, but we should really start investing in some compasses. But that's gonna take some mining. And day 3, I did nothing but it. Nothing fancy, just some simple strip mining, looking for the good stuff. Torg was doing some unpaid roofing all day in the hot sun, so I figured the least I could do was hook her up with some nice new shiny iron armor.
It's so shiny. I love it, sweetie.
Day 4, Torg was gonna do more roofing. It's a pretty big job, but not before watching me heroically take down a creeper. After that, I went back in the mine. I'm trying to find some diamonds for my lady. I didn't find diamonds, but I did find an abandoned mine shaft, which I couldn't pass up. If you're not careful in these things, you can get creeped on, but I was very careful. And you know, I found a lot of good stuff down here. For day 4, we're doing fantastic.
And the roof's looking pretty good, too.
Day 5, I set up a farm. If we keep eating all the local animals, they'll go extinct soon. It's just a bread farm, but nothing's wrong with bread, right? Yeah, that was pretty much it. Most of the day was spent punching grass. Yeah, but it's gonna take a few days for that bread to grow, so sorry, pigs. I don't want to do this. Good news is I had enough iron for shears, so I didn't have to kill the sheep for its wool, but I did anyway. Sorry, sheep. I have a family to feed. While exploring, I found a nearby desert temple. Shouldn't be too hard to go through this thing. Of all the structures you can find in Minecraft, these ones are probably the easiest, and they have some pretty good loot too. And I know this TNT will come in handy eventually. Wow, I'm also setting up a wall. Day 6 was pretty productive. Torg was even more busy on day 6, standing perfectly still in the house, contemplating life. I said earlier we have good access to the ocean, so bright and early on day 7 I went out exploring again. The ocean's a great place to find loot. It's pretty much everywhere. Here I found coal and a buried treasure map. The map pointed to a spot right nearby, so I wasted no time and went straight to it. And with just a little bit of digging, I found the buried treasure. And it had some diamonds. Kinda cool to think that the first diamonds I found in this playthrough weren't mine. Conflict-free. And would you look at that, another desert temple. I'm gonna roll here. After adding this TNT to our collection, we'll have some serious firepower. But I gotta say the best part of the day was riding back home into a nice sunset. And look at that. Torg was right where I left her. Day 8, we started construction on some proper storage. It's one of the most important things in a Minecraft world. Well, obviously it's nowhere near as important as landscaping, but it's up there. I'm taking this storage idea from my 1,000 days playthrough. I basically just put blocks of whatever I'm storing behind the chest. Looks nice. At night, Torz and I finished up the roof and attic where we were sleeping. Ironically, though, it took all night, so by the time we got finished, we couldn't even sleep up there. Yeah,
I'm
by
sorry
day
I'm
9,
so
the house
quiet
was really
right
starting
now.
to look like something. We've still got a dirt floor, but, you know, we're getting there. But most of day 9 was just spent moving our items from the house to the main storage. It takes a while. But as you can see, halfway through,
I'm trying to keep you
distracted
trained
by all
without
this
coins.
bread. Well, at least now we
For
won't have to kill
boost.
the innocent to feed ourselves anymore. And I'm gonna try to cut down on the monster population by torching the place up. You get a light, and you get a light, and you get a light. Yes, and I've been waiting for this. I'm so excited. Finally, we get to sleep together in the same bed. Wow, that's a lot of
Hold on.
achievements. But it's back to work on day 10. I'll be expanding the farm. We'll be eating good.
Hey, for once I'm actually doing some work. Mining for diamonds. You want diamonds, ladies? You gotta work for them. But I mined all the way to bedrock like a real man.
Day 11, it's finally time to get rid of that dirt floor. Again, having 2 people working on this stuff makes it a lot easier. Twice as easier. Before we knew it, we had a
Hotel
nice granite
stories.
floor. A little bit better than dirt. And the rest of the day, we were
Already
mining
played
away.
it, dude.
I didn't find any diamonds. Torres found some, but wasn't recording. Funny thing is, though, day 12, I wasn't recording, so we only have Torres footage. Too bad it's just a 2-minute clip of her sitting in the house doing nothing.
Average day. I got lots to think about.
Day 13, I made a diamond pickaxe for the good of the realm. That's because I used it to mine up some obsidian, and with that obsidian, made a portal to the underworld and went to hell.
And while Luke was in hell, I was in the mine for about 2 days. He would come by every now and then to drop off pickaxes and supplies. Thanks, honey. Then I got to make my first diamond sword. Gotta stay strapped.
I started off day 14 by setting up a sugarcane farm. We don't really need it right now, but eventually we will. And honestly, I always forget to set these things up until it's too late. Later, I ventured out looking for cows, but honestly, I think we murdered them all in the first week. Tor spent the day setting up hedges, and they look really really nice. Day 15, we both went back out looking for animals. Bread's good, but sometimes you need some meat. I was able to find 2 cows in a nearby swamp, but trying to get these things back to base is gonna be quite the adventure.
Well, Luke found the cows, I found the chickens. But now it's dark, we're separated, and I'm totally lost. If you look closely behind the chickens, you might notice all those monsters trying to kill me.
I wanted to help, but I had my own problems. Getting these things to go over water is not easy. But I really didn't want Tors to die over chickens, so while she got him home, I guarded her.
I would have happily died for these chickens.
Run! Just run!
No, the chickens! But I got them the next day when the sun was out.
And I got the cows too. It definitely wasn't easy, but we got them. But hey, bonus points, we also got some sheep and then started breeding them. We realized the chickens had no place to live, so we quickly made a little chicken coop. We almost died over these things, so it's important. The farm's getting pretty big by this point. We definitely have enough to feed ourselves, but maybe one day we can turn these crops into profits. And the entire area is really starting to come together. We've got diorite roads, hedges, and tons of flowers.
I might have gone overboard on the flowers.
Though Tors definitely doesn't like the placement of the nether portal. We're gonna do a little bit of exploring on day 17, trying to find a village. Though, of course, whenever we saw some loot, we stopped along the way. The ocean's full of it. Hey, get out of my boat, hippie! The best time to find a village is at night, up someplace high like a mountain. Villages have lights in them, and at night it's a little easier to spot them from far away. This town's a little small, but we can work with it. It's not too far from our house. So, like any good landlord, we immediately started locking these people inside of their own houses. Oh, and we might have also stolen all of their things, but don't worry about that. Tors and I didn't have beds, so we just commandeered one of the villagers' houses and stayed in it all night. Well, renovating this town is gonna take quite a lot of work, but I guarantee you by the end of this series it'll be beautiful. Well, that's assuming we can keep all of the creepers at bay. It's not a huge town, 4 or 5 houses, 1 farm. That's about all we have. Though all progress stopped immediately when I spotted a cat. Tors really wanted one.
What do you mean one? I want them all. The only reason I wanted to find a town was to find cats. I'm putting this cat in the back of my boat and I'm taking him home. You can stay there. That way you can look out the window.
The town we were just at is very close by, so on day 19 I went into the nether to build a nether portal transport system. It's pretty simple. 1 block in the nether equals 8 blocks in the overworld, so if I go through this portal, I'll arrive right in the town. So now if we ever want to come to the town, we don't have to go across the ocean. How nice. But today I was nowhere near done with the nether. I'm still out here exploring. And would you look at that? I got incredibly lucky and found a nether fortress. It even had a blaze spawn. This is probably the luckiest I've ever been in any Minecraft playthrough ever. Until my sword broke. That's fine. I ran back home. It wasn't too far. But by day 20, I was back in the nether with a diamond sword ready to kill some blaze.
And while my hubby was in hell, I was tending the chickens.
Tors wasn't recording on day 21, but that's fine because it was pretty much just a day filled with chores. As you can see, I did a lot of farming. Again, we have more than enough to feed ourselves at this point, and with the new village we found, we can start making some profits. But again, yeah, that was pretty much it. Just a whole day of farming. Very fun. And I've got even more farming on day 22. The land around us is pretty flat, so it's pretty easy to expand the farm.
I started construction on my beach house. I'll get one way or another.
At night, I moved the nether portal. Like I said, my wife didn't like how it looked.
Happy wife, happy life.
Day 23, we decided to put the TNT to good use. This hill is blocking the view of Tors' beach house.
I don't have a lot of experience with Minecraft and even less with redstone, so this is going to be an explosive introduction.
I mean, it probably wouldn't have taken all that long to do this manually, but it's a little more fun with TNT. Sorry about destroying your home, Turtle. I'm still expanding the farm on day 24. This footage was recorded before the trade war. At night, I worked on separating the cows from the sheep. I could feel the gang wars about to start. I also cleared out some skeletons from Tors' Dark Island. You should really put some torches on this thing.
You mind your own business.
Sometime around day 20, we ordered a pizza, and by day 25, it got here. So while I was standing perfectly still in Minecraft, I was eating pizza in real life. That's free crop growth, that's all I'm saying. We're still farming in day 26, though. This is 100% for profit. I've already got 64 bread in my inventory. And after a short trip through the nether, I was back in the village selling my crops to the farmer. Every 20 wheat turns out... Still in Minecraft, I was eating pizza in real life. That's free crop growth, that's all I'm saying. We're still farming in...
What was I supposed to do again? Oh yeah, I was supposed to go to the server. Y'all remember when in PvP there used to be a lot of starters? Not yet. And I mean all of them, like on their team, like on the PvP team. But now we have stuff like this. Yeah, stuff like this and this and this. I'm about to really piss my dog off right now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Slap those. You're watching random competitive battles. There we go. It's super effective, but he takes it. It's paralyzed. And it fires back with a primal slash. Wow, someone was sharp edges. KV wins the match. Oh god, level 5. Why? It's a boy versus a girl. A torpedo versus a Valkyrie. What's the loot? I did nothing. Holy water slash. It gave you some holy water. Oh boy. Is this thing even flying anymore? Oh yeah, guys, if you want to join me, my name is DJ Riolu Gaming. Okay. This team is meant to be TP trained. Oh no. You can kill it, I don't really care. Sigh. Super hot fun. Speedy boy. Just talk about this one. It's still Speedy Boy. I'm not even sure if this will kill or not.
Hey guys, Jimmy today on playing some more Loomian Legacy. As you can see, right now. Also again, because of the biscuit, I want to try and do a freaking ton of damage with it. So hopefully we can let this video. Also, I'm going to do this battle, and if we don't actually get a really good biscuit battle, we'll skip it till we can get one. Also, PewDiePie, come on man. I know you're really small, but I'm trying to like fix my posture because my back is healing. And I just can't. It's really, really small, okay. Actually, I need to bring this. I don't know what to do. I mean, that's probably better. So we'll do that. But yeah, I mean, this freaking cushion, I need to like hang it up somehow, just for my neck. Just like rest my back a little. So, let's give this a try, okay? We're gonna lead off with the
I want to see if he.
This
This guy's showing me to a competitive match. I'm definitely going to lose. You see, he was gonna.
I wanted to let you know you can use my creator code on mobile now. It's super easy. All you have to do is when you're on your phone and you buy Robux, click on the bottom where it says type in star code and type in Shane Plays. I have the best fans in the world and I appreciate all the support. Okay, on to the video. Man, it was such a long day. Nobody gave me any money. Someone even yelled at me. Someone threw a coffee at me. It's awful. I just want to go and rest. Hey, excuse me, sir. I think you're in the wrong place. This is my fort.
What are you talking about? This is my place.
No, sir, please. This is where I live. I've been here for like 6 months. This little bit is all I have.
I don't see you in here. I see myself in here. Get out.
No, I'm not gonna get out. I can't. Look, these are literally my things. I barely have anything, okay? All I have is this little shelter. Just please let me have this.
I'm not gonna tell you again. This is my place. You get out of here. Go get.
No, sir, please just listen to me.
Are we gonna have a problem here? 'Cause I don't want no problems. You don't want no problems.
Oh my gosh, dude, you're crazy. Fine. Take it. Just take it. Everything else has been taken from me. Why not this too?
Poor kid.
Sir, I was wondering, do you have any spare change?
Just stop right there, man. Just stop. No, I don't have spare change. I don't have food for you, okay? Get a job, man. Get a place to live. Clean yourself up. Look at you. You're pathetic.
Well, I've been trying, sir, but nobody will hire me. I don't have a real residence.
Yeah, you look like you're trying. Get out of my face.
Gosh, how can people be so mean? I don't get it. I'm not worthless. I'm still a human being. Just because I don't have things doesn't make me any different from that guy.
Oh, hey, man. You're gonna leave the storefront.
Look, sir, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to start any trouble. It's just I haven't eaten in so long, and I'm hungry, and I've lost all my things. I literally have nothing. I'm desperate. Do you have work? Can I work here? I'm willing to do whatever.
Wait, so you're hungry?
Well, I'll take a job if you have one of those.
We don't hire grows up those people, but if you need food, follow me.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I can't believe this.
Yeah. Right over here. Follow me. See that right there?
Yeah, dude, that's the trash.
Yeah, that's the dumpster, so feel free to eat the trash because that's all you are.
No, I'm not trash. I'm better than this, please. I'm a human being. Give me something. Please, help me.
Oh yeah, you're something. You're pathetic and you're gross. Dude, get lost or I'm calling the cops, man.
Gosh, fine, I'm out of here. Great. Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, it's raining out. Never felt so alone in my life.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go. I can't
And
even go
watching
back to
random
my
people
room.
battle.
Some crazy guy will attack me. Gotta find some shelter. There's a shed over there. Maybe I can just stay in here while it rains. I know I'm not supposed to go into other people's stuff. This is kind of an emergency. I could get sick out here. Man, this is better. At least I get to stay in here and just chill out for a little while. Nobody can be mean to me in here.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh, hi, sir.
Are you stealing from me?
No, I can explain.
What are you doing in my shed?
Look, I know that I shouldn't be here, and I'm really, really sorry, okay? But I've had a really, really tough day, and I just needed to get out of the rain. I have nowhere else to go. I'm homeless. My shelter was taken. It's just been awful. I haven't even eaten.
Okay. You know, normally I would call the cops, but look, my wife can't find out about this, but you need to leave as soon as the rain is over, okay?
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, I really, really appreciate it. You don't know how much this means to me.
Okay, just please don't steal anything.
I'm not gonna steal anything. I promise you that. I really appreciate this.
All right, try and get some sleep.
Thank you again, sir. I don't think you understand how much this little act of kindness really means. Wow, I feel a lot better. I had a nice night's sleep. I hope someone can give me some food or something. I just don't understand why nobody will give me a job. It's awful. Hey, excuse me, sir. Can I borrow a minute of your time for a second?
What?
this job. You work hard, and you want an opportunity to take care of yourself. Well, here it is. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Are you the manager?
Manager, yeah.
Hi, my name's Leon, sir, and I saw that you guys were hiring. I'd like to apply for the opportunity.
Yeah, maybe you should apply for a shower because you stink.
Look, I'm sorry my appearance isn't the greatest, but look, I'm really qualified, I'm skilled, I'll work really hard, and you don't even have to pay me that much. Please, I really need this.
Skilled at doing nothing and begging for money and food. Yo, look, no job for you, okay?
Wait, why? No, give me the chance so I don't have to beg and try to get food from other people. I want an opportunity to stand on my own 2 feet.
Well, you could give yourself a chance by cleaning yourself up. Pathetic. I'm not giving you a job. Customers are gonna be disgusted by you.
I'm not pathetic. You're the pathetic one. How can you judge someone like this? All I've ever wanted was for people to care about me. And everywhere I go, I'm discarded like I'm trash. Well, you know what? I'm not trash. I'm a human being, okay? I want this job. Please just help me.
Well, as luck would have it, it's trash day. You're trash, so you can get on out.
Fine. I don't want to work for somebody as terrible as you anyway.
I
Never gonna
think
get a
you should
job.
be
How am I
trying
supposed
this.
to get out of this situation
talk.
if nobody will give me a chance? I mean, I know it's not up to them to take care of me, but I just want an opportunity to prove myself. I'm not asking for much.
Hey, it's Leon, right?
Yeah, hi, Miley. How's it going?
Good. Is everything okay? You look real upset.
No, it's not okay. I tried to go get a job, but I just couldn't. The guy was awful. He insulted me just like everybody else. Why does everybody think I'm worthless? I don't understand.
Leon, you're not worthless. Don't say that about yourself. You seem like a really great guy. I can't believe you didn't get the job either.
Well, I really appreciate that, Miley. I just wish there was something I could do. I mean, this isn't who I am. I had a life before. I fell in some hard times.
That's really tough. I'm sorry to hear that. But hey, come to think of it, I actually have a friend who owns a construction company. He's always looking for new people. Maybe I could put in a good word for you?
That would be really great. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You're like the kindest person I've ever met. I don't think you really understand how much that means to me.
Aw, don't mention it. Like I said, you really seem like a good guy, and you did just fall in some hard times. I'm sure we can get you out of this.
All right. Well, I really appreciate it. I'll go talk to your friend as soon as I can. Hi, excuse me, sir. Are you Miley's friend? My name's Leon.
Yeah, hi. How are you, Liam?
I'm doing great. Look, she told me that you were hiring and there might be an opportunity here for me to work.
Possibility. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Look, I know that I seem like I'm down on my luck and everybody thinks that I'm lazy and stupid or whatever, but it's not the truth, man. I had a very good job before, but I lost it because the company closed. And then I had a bunch of bad stuff happen to me. I lost some of my family members and I just ended up homeless, and I've been looking for a new opportunity, a chance to prove myself and work hard.
I don't know if I should give you the job, but, you know, you're hired.
Wait, seriously? I got the job? Oh my gosh, look, you don't have to have any doubts, okay? I'm really gonna work hard for you, I promise.
Wow.
To be honest, I wouldn't have hired you if it weren't for Miley. She put in a good word for you.
Wow, she really did? I mean, I knew she said she was gonna talk to you, but I didn't know that she was gonna convince you to give me the job.
Yeah, seems like she really likes you.
Really? You think she likes me?
Yeah, but listen, this isn't a high school dance, man. All right, look, how about you get to work?
Alright, sounds good. You won't be disappointed, I promise.
sarcasm.
It took me a while to get paid, but I finally got paid, and I was like, I need to get some like new clothes, you know?
That's awesome. You look so good, and you seem really happy too. I'm proud of you, Leon.
I'm just working as hard as I possibly can, you know? I just want to be happy.
And you deserve to be happy. You're an awesome guy.
I appreciate that. And look, I've been really thinking about what would make me happy, and gosh, I'm sure you're gonna say no because I don't really have much or whatever. But I was really wondering if you would want. Please, I'm sorry I asked.
Oh my gosh, don't be sorry at all. Leon, I'd love to go out with you. I've actually kind of been dying to have you ask me.
My gosh, yes, this is great. I can't wait. Well, now I actually have a little more money. We can go out on a real date.
Don't worry about the money. As long as we get to hang out and get to know each other, that's all I'm excited for.
So this is it, Miley. I know it's not much, and it's kind of gross because I'm still poor, but it's better than sleeping in a box, right?
Oh my gosh, Leon, this is amazing. This is a beautiful home. You should be so proud of yourself.
I'm proud. It's just I wish I had better things, you know, like a nice TV would be cool. Maybe not this tiny little place, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess all that stuff is nice. But hey, you're going in the right direction. You just gotta keep working and don't give up on yourself.
Well, I really appreciate that. It's just I have goals, you know, and I really want to reach them. And you're the best girlfriend in the world. You're so supportive.
Well, I believe in you, and that's what's most important. And I know 100% you'll be able to get that brand new TV in like this month. You just keep plugging along.
Oh, I really appreciate that, but that's not really my goal. One day I'm gonna make enough money, and when I do, I want to marry you.
Oh my gosh, Leon, are you serious? That is the kindest thing I've ever heard.
Kindest.
I'm gonna find a way to make it happen. I
Remember
promise.
remember
I'll
that.
spend the rest
Remember
of my
that word,
life
guys. Kindness. He says, I'm gonna marry you. He said, that's the kindest thing as I ever heard. Kindness. Remember that.
Oh, Leon, I can't believe you beat me again at bingo
Come
down
on.
at the community center.
I know, I beat you every week. It's funny.
It's not funny. Come on now. You gotta let me win every once in a while.
Just kidding. No, I gotta tell you, I love you so much. These last 30 years have been amazing.
You see this
Best
guy?
of my life.
You see what this man did? He reflexed me. I tried. This man reflexed me. I battled with this dude. Guess what he do? He doesn't even record it, but he recorded the next match with the other person. Luckily, I recorded it.
This thing would make me happy, and that thing would make me happy. I didn't realize that it was relationships, friendships, and experiences that really are what make you happy. And you
So
have given me all
still
of those
subscribe to
things.
him.
Oh, Leon, that is just so nice. You know, they weren't lying when they said money can't buy happiness.
You're right. Now, why don't we go and watch some TV and relax, huh? I've had a long night of beating you at bingo.
Sounds good. I'll go put a TV dinner in the microwave for us.
That's when they die. The end.
Hey everybody, I just want to take some time to shout out my favorite comments from the last...
Yo, Rook, how dare you?
What is up?
How exist? I forgot.
I came here with one goal in mind and one goal only, and that is to become the champion of the Galar region.
That's the guy! It's not playing the shit! I'm fucking addicted! So I can't quit! The fuck? Can't believe you've done this. What? Watch your zebra! Watch your jet!
done.
What did you think? Holy shit! The fuck?
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Holy shit, he's dead! What is that? What the...
Why is this like you guys being silly again?
Not today, Hop. Maybe next time, buddy.
Why is it happening? Never mind. I'm
What's
lighting a
going on,
lot.
Minecraft fans? My name's Luke the Notable, and in this video, I'm gonna die. You may have seen my hardcore Minecraft series where I survived for 100, 200, and 300 days. Well, I'm also going to 1,000 days, but before that series existed, I died a couple times. And in this video, we're gonna be looking at my failed attempts for surviving hardcore Minecraft for 100 days. Just know that what I'm about to show you aren't the only attempts that existed. There were a couple torches on this thing.
You mind your own business.
Sometime around day 20, we ordered a pizza, and by day 25, it got here. So while I was standing perfectly still in Minecraft, I was eating pizza in real life. That's free crop growth, that's all I'm saying. We're still farming at day 26, though. This is 100% for profit. I've already got 64 bread in my inventory. And after a short trip to the nether, I was back in the village selling my crops to the farmer. Every 20 wheat turns out to be 1 emerald, and then I sell those emeralds to the cleric and try to level him up. Eventually, if I level him up high enough, he might sell me ender pearls, and then we can beat the game easily. Of course, there's still a lot to do on that front, but we also have more than 70 days left. Anything could happen. First thing I did on day 27 was go over to the cleric and sell him all of my gold. This leveled him up to expert, and I was able to purchase an ender pearl. We'll definitely need more hive enders before we can beat the game, especially since the first one I used exploded. But at least now we have the ability to purchase hive enders, and we have a general direction of the end.
And I'm still working on my beach bungalow. On day 28, I finally put the finishing touches on my estate. It's not the best, but it's mine, and no boys allowed. Unfortunately, my view is still impeded by the further hill.
If you were wondering, I was slaving away all day under the house making a basement. Eventually, we'll put an enchanting
Takes
table
time.
down here. That corner down, go back to farmer. Then I killed this innocent trader for his leads. I do it every time. Later, I donated a flower to Taurus.
Hello,
The new land. I also
brother.
tried to surprise her with a sword. It has
Sisters
lightning
and
and
stuff.
knockback too, but when I went to give it to her, she was already
Hello,
asleep.
brothers and
30, she
sisters
got her
and
hands
stuff.
on the sword and tested it out on me.
What? I thought you were a creeper.
She wasn't recording for day 30, but we did the same thing. We were at Bar Island to make sure her beach paradise had a good view. Day 31, another trader showed up. I guess he didn't hear what happened to the first guy. I tried to capture one of his llamas, but he kept spitting at me, probably because I killed his father. The llama did nothing to Taurus. It was only mad at me. I could have been your new dad, but I guess it has to be this way. I mined at night and found diamonds. Whoever said you shouldn't do this?
While Luke was working hard in the mine, I began a
Alright,
sculpture.
I'm just
I don't
gonna
know what
turn
it
this
is,
off
but it's
now.
art. You don't have to get it.
I was still mining well into day 32.
And I was still working on my modern masterpiece. But by nighttime, I got kicked out of our school and went exploring. I found an ocean monument while exploring, and I only knew that because Luke told me. Who needs an ocean monument? The real treasure I found were sunflowers. Oh no, I'm allergic to bees! Still sailing the open oceans on day 33. Yarg. I even found some spruce trees. It's always good to have a variety of wood. I found some good loot. All around,
When I
it was a
steal the
good
bees,
day.
I was on
honey,
fire for most of day
I
33,
drink my
but it was
speed
for a good
potion
cause.
online.
As you can see, by day 34, the enchanting room is starting to come together, but I have to kill a lot more cows. We had to have a little alone time and decided to fish together on Taurus' private island. This is about as close as holding your hand as I can
I
get
also
to,
made
my
a
friend.
dirt shack
I farmed all day,
for
because that's how
the,
long it takes.
And I spent all
for the
day
farm
35
man.
giving these chickens my seed.
Day 36 was Taurus' first time in the nether. She wasn't recording, though.
Sorry.
We were in the nether so we could go over to the village. It's time to fix this place up. And step one, as always, is building a wall. The town's got a lot of hills, so it's not going to be the easiest wall to construct. but the wall will help a lot. It's definitely not perfect. There's a lot of spots where Rob can get in, but at this point, it's still a good deterrent. I'm telling you, this village ain't much right now, but give us a couple weeks, it'll be beautiful. We both got up bright and early on day 37. We gotta keep working on this town. Thanks to some earlier creeper attacks, disaster zone. Even the Iron Golem was off having a smoke break, so we had to
It
drag
has
it back.
8 people here and no one is chatting anything.
Villagers, but for now, we're just commandeering one of these old houses. It's a little tight, but I think I'd call it cozy. Alright, day 38, we're finally growing something other than bread. Today we have some carrots. Most of the job in this village is cosmetic. We're just leveling up the ground. It's very hilly, and by nighttime, I started construction on a tunnel that will connect to my big industrial farm. So on the other end of this tunnel is a big open field, and I'm gonna fill it with farmland. We want the town to look nice, and with how big I want to make this farm, it could be an eyesore. So I spent all day laying my seed and breaking hose. This is only the beginning.
Please, honey, taking all my seed.
I'm still working on the thick farm in day 40. Recording this, it seems like that's all I do. Again, we can feed ourselves fine. This is all just for frivolous profits.
While my husband, the Monsanto of Minecraft, was working on his farm, I was working on my superior.
What is up, lads? And
Hello, Emily.
it's your boy, Ruxa.
Alright, not gonna. That was kind of a voice cracker right there. Oh, you see this guy I'm watching? Yeah, go subscribe to him. Go commit subscribe button. His YouTube name is Ruxa. Why does everyone want physical reruns? No. Especially ranged attack relogs are not a thing anymore. Range attack relogs aren't a thing anymore. Remember that, chat. Event to see and visualize what I never spoke of. Where's rucksack? Hey guys, I'm Miss Nebula. Go subscribe to him as well. Commit subscribe button. Let me just change the. I'm just gonna.
What the fuck is wrong with my pig? Actually, what is wrong?
There's nothing wrong with it. You just suck with it. My dude, look at this wheel right there that has Thunder Strike. I'm about to commit complete challenge. I am going to use super effective attacks on loomian. Level up 3 times. God no. Knockout super 15 loomian using a super effective move with wrist pop. I bet, brother. And I run the same set. Perfect. Ooh. He's screwed. Take the L. Take the L. I'm not afraid to type in "get noob" in his comment section. I am not afraid to type "get noob." Hey, he has attack and defense and range of defense. It says attack, health, and speed. Epic. I forgot how speedy this thing is. Roblox Flames the basement. Nah. It's 4:36. It will begin in 5 a.m. Coolest puppy. Where'd all the Kumbunga? Where did all the Kumbunga go? Like, what is this stupid little rat doing here? Where is the Kumbunga? I guarantee, this is guaranteed, yep. Get noob. Speed EVs is garbage. TP's my bad. We're at the start where you have to fight. Rat. No. Flamingo was having too much fun calling people noobs. I'm not ending this stream until we get a pyramind. Or a good value. Roman Loomian, like you can zoom A or a Dusket. Hopefully not a Dusket. If it's smart nature, fine, I'll keep it. Nimble, fine, I'll keep it. Hobble-demic. Commit no breath. Your commit no breath is weak. Final roost. Kill me. Big cap. Big cap. Big cap. I hate PBS kids. Can't wait to get cable back. It's been 1 hour and not one gleaming has come. They only come when I don't expect it. No one has said a word again. My mama asked how do you have more viewers than me? It's because it's content. She doesn't have any content like me. Knock off 30 Lumias using Wisp Up in battle. Knock off 50 using user super effective move with the Wisp Up in battle. Stop. God, I cannot wait for this thing to evolve. My board took so long, and it's finally evolved. I did not like my board's evolution. Wait, hey, would you look at that? Guess what? Guess where Wispop evolves? Level 28. And that's the reason why I hated Babor. Because of his dang high evolution.
So I was on Blogsburg and a chef invited me to their very own live cooking show. When I got in, it was a cook-off and we had to show our foods to judges, but he was actually saying he had a trick up his sleeve. Once one of the judges started getting sick with something, I knew something was up, guys. Make sure to watch until the end to keep poison the judges of the show. What is up, guys? It is Poke here. Welcome back, everybody, to another Blogsburg video on the channel, guys. We are here back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Right now, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're around here, and make sure to use star code Poke. We have a few fans in the chat saying use star code Poke, so I'm gonna say it once again for all of them. Use star code Poke. The only person that has a green text box, Chef Binky, and they just said, hey you Poke, hey you Poke. Hey, you're so lucky. I just picked you, guys. Why does the name sound so familiar? They just messaged me. I just started a new TV show for cooking. It's a
He asks, why does he sound so familiar? And voice chat, is he even on Roblox?
On a cook-off. Okay, where are you located? Guys, what the? Chef Binky, why does that sound so familiar? I'm really trying to remember right now where this person is in my memory. Do you guys remember who Chef Binky is? I need you guys to help me out, possibly. He just said, I'm pizza side. I think I saw him. Wait, I think he owns this house right over here. Oh, that's him. That's Chef Binky. Wait a minute. Once I see him, I think I'm going to get a better picture of him. Who is Chef Binky? Oh, wait. Oh, my guys. Oh, my goodness.
Can you not, Kamanga?
Thumbnail on the screen of when I worked at a Roblox restaurant, and this guy was the owner. That was horrible. Long story short, he poisoned some of the beautiful customers there. It was horrible. He said, awesome, I'm glad you're here. Come on in, we're about to get started. Sounds good. What am I about to walk into? He said it's a cooking show. Holy, oh my goodness! What is this? There's even judges? Holy son of a biscuit, bro. Oh my goodness,
Let me
guys,
get
the
a
lighting is
chicken
literally
biscuit. Let me get a chicken biscuit.
There's literally people in the crowd too, bro. There's two people in the crowd. Okay, so when are we starting? He just said, okay, so we're gonna do 3 rounds of cooking. He said the judges will judge your food. Okay, so 3 rounds, and he said the best 2 out of 3 wins. So pretty much, I guess how it's gonna go is we're gonna cook food and then we have to serve it to the judges. That's my judge right there. I'm guessing this is a live show, so be ready. Let's say I'm ready. Oh, I think we're about to go live, guys. I think we're about to go on the Chef Binky show, man. This is crazy. Coming at you, Binky. He said live in 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, we're going live. He just said, welcome all. Oh my goodness, do I have my own camera? Okay, I'm gonna wave at the camera as well. Let me do a little bit of a Becky. Oh, I just started dancing. He said, welcome everyone to the Binky Cook-Off. Oh my goodness, this is so crazy. I'm on live TV right now. Today we have a super special guest, but before our guest, judges, how are you feeling? Yeah, woo! One of them said ready for some food. The other one said feeling good. All right, we're so excited. That's so funny. So he said great. So Chef Binky, what are we cooking first?
Can you not, please?
Now you know Binky's Cook-Off is filmed in a live.
50. Kamanga, please don't.
This is so funny. I've never been on a live Blogsburg show. So by the way, our guest is world famous YouTuber Poke. So let's hear from Poke. Woo! Let's go, baby. We're gonna win this cook-off so good, bro. I don't even care. We're gonna wash our hands first. You already know. 20 seconds. Let's do this thing. So he said, so round 1, we will start something. A salad. Okay. All right. I'm ready. He said, ready, go. Oh, go. Okay. Ingredients. garden salad. Okay, we'll cut it up. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. We're on the live cooking show right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, cut up the salad. Okay, and then after that we have to mix. Okay, so let me put it down. Let me mix it up. I think we're both on the same step right now. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Who's gonna win the cook-off? Better get the spices right, Poke. Okay, well guess what? I'm done. All right, we both finished at the same time. I'm gonna go in front of the camera, let them know what we got. We got our nice salad right here. Take a look at that beautiful beauty. So I'm guessing now we have to hand it off to the judges. To the judges' tables for testing. Okay, let me place the salad right there for him. Oh my goodness. Okay, placing the salad. Oh, this is nerve-wracking, guys. Okay, Judge Malton, please. He said, let's see. Oh, he's having a sample. Come on, enjoy. Oh, they're both eating. Come on, what am I gonna get, baby? They're both saying, and then saying, let us know your thoughts. Poke your judge first, okay? Some blank and dressed perfectly. I guess he means it was tossed and dressed perfectly. 5 out of 5. Oh, let's go. Oh, Chef Binky. Oh my goodness, what is Judge Jenny Bull?
This tastes under season.
No way! What is he gonna get? What is he gonna get? No way. 3 out of 5. No way! He's like on 3? I'm gonna say the judges speak. On to the next one. He said we legit cooked it the same. No, you didn't, Chef Binky. Oh, let's go. Alright, I'm ready for the next one, bro. Alright. What's the next food, Chef?
This is annoying.
What's the next food, buddy? I'm very curious.
Luckily, I have paralysis
goodness. So,
potion.
yeah, that was round 1. He said, well, ... Anyway, round 2. We will make bacon and eggs. Okay, I'm ready. He said, ready, go. Okay, go. Take ingredients, bacon and eggs right there. Okay, all right, fry them. Time to fry them on the pan. Pouring those bacon and eggs on there. Let's go.
Dang
Frying
this
them up,
gecko.
making them taste all delicious. Gotta salt them, gotta season them. All right, we're frying them right now, so it's gonna take a little bit of time, but you said, oops, I think I dropped the bacon. Why would you tell them that? Chef Binky, he just said, it's okay, 5-second rule. I'm gonna... Disgusting. All right, you should not be saying that on live television either, Chef Bunko. I think my eggs are almost done. Okay, the eggs are done. Yes, my cooking skill just increased as well. And I'm gonna tell them in the chat, done! Someone in the audience member said, let's go, Poke! Alright, so now to hand it over to Judge Malton. I'm gonna say, enjoy this, Judge. Oh God. Alright, he said, darn. Yeah, buddy, you're the one that dropped it on the floor. Alright, Malton, you first. Okay, let's see. Please like my food. Please like the bacon and eggs. It's gonna be delicious. It's the best. He said, full caps bro. Like, the eggs are fabulous, perfectly cooked, and well seasoned. 5 out of 5. Wow. I might have to try a little bit of that one. Thank you. That's amazing. Okay. So yeah, we just got a 5 out of 5. He even said whatever. Okay. Judge Jenny Bolt, what are you gonna say? He said, oh gee. Wait, did he just get a good rating? I think he just got a good rating. Oh, he just said, did you even cook this bacon? It's raw. Oh, 1 out of 5. Oh my goodness. I just won twice in a row. Now, if I think this works, I think if I win one more, I win. Chef Binky just said, are your taste buds broken? This is the best bacon and eggs. Chef Binky, please. I'd love to do another item. He just said it doesn't even count. What? How does it not count? Okay, he said one more round. This is the last winner round. Okay, that's fine by me. What are we cooking? He said, I have a special trick up my sleeve. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do a That's So Raven flashback of remember the last time he said that. We're gonna cut. You guys gotta see this. I need to see what's going on here. Do the cameras and... So you guys saw right there, you know what I was talking about. He literally poisoned the food in the last time I saw this guy. So if that trick up his sleeve is that, I really am not prepared for it. Okay, we're fine. You know, I've been actually looking around, guys, at this scaffolding. You guys notice something weird about these walls up here? Like, legit, take a look at the patterns on them. Like, it's not even gonna lie. I think I see something in there. So are you ready, Poke? Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for the last round. I'm really nervous. We will make... ... pancakes. Go. Pancakes. Okay, down down there. Pancakes, take the ingredients, okay? We're gonna stir up the mix. Stir that ish up quick, fast, ready. We got the eggs, we got the flour, we got the syrup, we got all of it, okay? So let's relax, let's calm down. We're doing so good. Wait, he just said dot dot dot.
It's
Yeah, great,
it's
bad.
Professor
I have
Orlando.
special seasoning. What? Where did he just go? Where did he just go? What the heck? He just made them in there. Wait, he's already finished. Wait, I'm not even done yet. How did he? There's no possible way he finished that fast. He said so slow poke. Okay, I know I'm a slow poke, but you don't finish pancakes that fast. I'm gonna say I'm confused, but hold on. Okay, my pancakes are done now. His were done really quick. Like too quick. Like you couldn't even do them. Please, just let's go. Wait, he just said, Judge Jenny, you go first this time. What? Okay, fine by me. That's fine. He already tried them actually, so Judge Malton, I know they're good. Just let me know. Judge Jenny's eating her pancakes with the trick up the sleeve. I bet they're really good. I bet maybe he just actually added like a seasoning to it. Oh, these taste. Wait. Cough. Oh god. Cough. Oh, I'm standing 6 feet away. That's disgusting. I don't feel so good. What? What the? Wait, Chef Binky just said, oh no, follow me. I have a medical room. You have a what? At your set? Gordon Ramsay would never. This is so. Where is he taking her? Wait, what? Go through. What the? I'm so confused right now. Is she okay? All right, we need to do this kind of slow down, take a chill pill, and think what just happened. He said he had a trick up his sleeve, gave it to the judge, and now the judge is legit in a medical room. I'm so confused. And now Judge Malton's about to try my food, but wait, guys, we got a message from Judge Jenny Bolt herself. Poke, are you there? Hey, Jenny, are you in the medical room? And look at Judge Malton's loving my pancakes.
So light, so fluffy, just like a dream. Another 5 out of 5.
I'm on fire, baby. Chef Binky, you're so salty, bro. Wait, Judge Jenny said no, I'm in a cage. What? And she said, what did Binky do to me? Okay. I'm gonna say this in the chat. Chef and judges, I need a 5-min breather. Let's cut to commercial, okay? We're gonna cut to commercial. I mean, literally everyone in the world just saw you poison her. Let's be real. He said, okay, we'll be right back. Okay, he said, help me. Okay, I feel so awful. Oh, no. Say, stay calm. I will try to get to you. Okay, guys, I need to try to sneak out. He just said, I'm gonna step outside. I need some air. He. Yeah, you weirdo. Okay, I'm gonna go over in the room where he went in for a special ingredient. What could possibly be in this room? Oh my goodness. This is exactly like the last one with Chef Binky. The door right here, though, guys. I'm gonna follow anything I can right now to possibly find. Wait. It's like a little basement. Wait, am I here? I think I'm here. Oh my goodness. It's Jenny. Okay. I bet she feels horrible right now. To say, are you feeling any better? Oh my goodness. Okay. We need to find a way out of here. Remember, I saw that scaffolding. I saw those weird patterns, guys. She said, no, I feel so sick. I said, look in your room for any door. I think I see something. I think I see the pattern switch from vertical to horizontal. I'm pretty sure. I think she sees something. I think she sees it. Okay, I'm gonna go in right now. I have guessed. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely something here. Okay, we're gonna open it. Just follow me. Chef Binky in the chat said, why don't we wait until the judge is better? Oh my goodness, bro. No, we're breaking out of here right now. We're done. What the heck is this even leading to, guys? This is so weird. Where is this leading me to? Wait, oh my goodness. It's leading me to the scaffolding. And if I look on the right side, there's another one. This could lead me outside. Guys, we gotta go fast. Okay, I'm gonna tell Jenny. Chef Binky just said, shut up, Jeff. Someone in the chat said Chef Binky's side smelled bad. I should have sat by you. Oh my goodness. Jeff Picker. Oh my goodness. We have perfect timing. We're on the scaffolding right now. Oh my goodness. I don't think they see us. Let's go. They're over over here. Open this door. Yes. Where does this lead me to? This leads outside. Okay, let's go. Come on. Let's go, Judge Jenny. Oh my goodness. We're free. Okay. Oh my goodness. Get out of here. Never come back here ever again. Chef Binky just said, where's Poe? I'm not even going to talk in chat. I'm out of there. I'm ditching that live studio audience. That was the craziest thing I've ever experienced, guys. I love y'all so much, though. I will see you guys in the next banger Roblox video. Have a blessed one, guys.
Imagine poisoning someone and putting them in a cage. Oh yeah, this man's life.
Alright, we're live. Oh man. Alright guys, what's up, my people? Yo guys, give me 50 likes right now and I'll give away. I'll do a Kickstarter giveaway. If you give me 50 likes right now, I'll give away something. I'll give away a Kickstarter. Hey Nebula, what's up? Chaotic. Yo, what's up? David, Craven, Happy, Rage, Strategic, Matthew, Planet Fox, FBT said, Ria Johnson, Memento Scum. What's up? Alright, we hit 50 likes. That was actually pretty fast. What the heck? Wait, egg hunt? I can't really do egg hunt at the moment. Mainly because I don't want to do egg hunt. Okay, I'm not doing egg hunt because it's just not as fun as it was before.
Hey Nebula.
Hey Nebula. Really fun for me,
Sup, dude?
I don't know. Not that fun anymore.
Hey Nebula.
Alright. Keyword, just type in GS. Type in GS, keyword. Yo, what's up, baby? Yo, what's up, Josh? What's up? Hawaiian. Oh, I'm strategic. Became a walking
Alright guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. See you guys later.
Welcome to the member squad.